Hello, I'm APX Toycat, and Minecraft started 2024 with a new preview faster than we've ever seen before, and it fixing the Trail Ruins bug, renaming the Scute, and introducing the Void World typed editor weren't enough for you. Maybe you'll be surprised to learn that there is actually a feature mentioned nowhere on the changelog, but that will fundamentally change Minecraft Bedrock because it looks as though paid add-ons or mods are coming to the game. What exactly is going on with this? How was this found out? And what is the actual plan for them? Let's talk about it in today's video. But first things first, 1.20.60, which is the update they're going to be introducing this in. It looks like this is a minor update, and usually these focus on being bug fixes with just one or two smaller features that don't need to wait for the main update. For example, 1.20.50, the last minor monthly update, brought in the ability to store items in pots, as well as a brand new bat model alongside a whole host of other changes. But yeah, these updates are mostly focused around fixing bugs, but there's also something these updates introduce, which is some behind the scenes changes, and these can be found with data mining fairly early in. In the case of this preview, there's something interesting in the new files that implies that reflections will be customizable, probably as part of resource packs using physical based or deferred rendering. But the interesting thing here is that these are usually hidden away, but there's something found in a much more direct way in 1.20.50 because the newest preview has this in the marketplace settings. So I'm going to go through the world templates, I'm going to hit see more when I make a new world, and it's going to show me the content that I specifically own. There's 254 things in there. There are some skins, some worlds, some textures and mashups. These are all things you can buy, and therefore you can see I have some from Minecraft. However, you can also see there is a brand new category called add-ons. I imagine this was not meant to go live, or indeed this is a part of 1.20.60, which they're specifically not trying to draw attention to because there is no reference to it anywhere on the changelog. And honestly, I really don't blame them for specifically not wanting to have eyes on this particular announcement, because think about it, the big announcements around selling mods in games have never gone well. Most people immediately think of the Skyrim modding fiasco. If you are not familiar, Skyrim tried to add mods to their game. They were going to have a marketplace where you could buy certain mods, and it was going to be a lot easier to install these. This was seen as a good thing internally. However, once they released it, the whole public hated it, and it started to seem as though Skyrim, a game which infamously kind of needed mods to run correctly, was going to charge you for those very same mods. Many mod developers, it was seen as though they were taking mods that were previously free and putting a paywall behind them, because why wouldn't you? They finally gave mod makers permission to do this, and in exchange all they said was, we want a decent majority of that money, something which is very controversial to say, yes, we are going to give you access to making money for things that the community thinks they already need, and we're also going to make a big cut on that. It felt very, very bad, and they had to reverse course. And so given that, you know, Bethesda is funnily enough also behind one of the other biggest DLC fiascos of all time, Oblivion's Horse Armor was the first major piece of DLC for a modern game, and well, it didn't go down very well either. I think it's worth mentioning that these are very big lessons to be learned from, and you would hope, given that Bethesda and Mojang are owned by the same parent company. Oh, that's weird to say, by the way. Given that Bethesda and Mojang are owned by Microsoft, you would hope they would learn from this previous fiasco with one of their companies now, and they would work out exactly what they could do differently. And given that there is going to be a big set of people holding torches and saying, oh my god, this is terrible, I think it's important they address the criticisms and ultimately make sure it is not a comparable situation. But I think they have actually done that, and the reason is kind of the form, kind of the audience, but also very much the function of how it works as well. So let's first of all talk about the kind of the style and the form of how it's being announced. Unlike Skyrim, where many people would say you kind of need mods to have the game be decent, indeed, one of the reasons that game has been thriving as a community is because people will still mod the game to this day. I don't think people say you need mods for Minecraft, and if they do say that, they specifically talk about the Java edition. This Minecraft modded marketplace will be just for Bedrock, and even though it's probably controversial to say, yeah, things like texture packs, worlds, and skins, which you can get for free on Java, are paid on Bedrock, or at least you have the option to pay. You have the option to get them for free if you're on the PC still. But even though it's controversial to some people, the marketplace has existed for years and continues to grow every single year and continues to have new big events, and ultimately has dropped out of the public consciousness as being something controversial. The fact that they replaced Minecraft Xbox, a version which had some DLC, with a version which actively pushes it, did not go down terribly controversially either, and so expanding that one extra step shouldn't be too much worse. It is just kind of adding a new option to something that already existed, and also this is going to be for a very different audience. Unlike the sort of person who might be downloading a mod for Skyrim, who probably is a little bit later in there and knows exactly how to do it manually, there are a lot of people who want to download add-ons and mods, but genuinely do not know how. In the case of some console users, you're literally banned by your platform holder, so you need a modded console. But even in the case of Minecraft, where it can be as simple as one click to download an add-on, some people still want to do it, but have not done so because they just don't know where to start, and maybe they're worried about downloads. And so given that Minecraft's audience, you know, like, some people stereotypically give it this like, wow, Minecraft audience so young, that actually works out in people's favor when they're talking about this to do with Minecraft, for better or for worse. And then the third thing is the function of it. Here is the clever thing about selling add-ons, about selling paid mods. Unlike with Bethesda, who, again, unlike with any other game that tries to sell you mods, the community's content as their own, in the case of Minecraft, the marketplace has existed for a very long time, and they do try to keep ownership of who is selling what very clear, but also in the marketplace, they will sell you add-ons right now. I know that sounds unbelievable, but let's go into, let's go very back to my very same worlds right here. So here is my list. I've got the add-ons, or rather I don't have the add-ons, but I have some worlds right here. Let's check out, for example, what do we got in here? Advanced mining, all mobs fly is a great example. This looks like someone has programmed a mod for Minecraft already, and effectively that's exactly what they have. There is a world that they have set up where mobs just start flying randomly. I have no idea why this ever got sold. I have no idea why 28 people minimum, plus myself, apparently bought this, but when you download this world, which I'm gonna do for 71 megabytes, when you download this world, you'll notice something very interesting, and that's that the world itself doesn't contain the add-on. Rather, the world has an add-on built in, but you can only use it with this one particular world. How do I always get tripped up by this one? The Minecraft Marketplace never works for me, damn it. Usually you can fix this by clearing the cache, but the clearing cache also doesn't work. You know, sometimes there are issues that can't be resolved because you have issues of your issues, but my point here is to say that if I wanted to download that brand new map with its brand new mod, I would not be able to apply that add-on to my brand new world that I showed you earlier. The only behavior packs that you can use are ones that you download from outside the game, and apparently I have none right now, even though you just saw that I have all mobs flying as an option. I can use resource packs across worlds just fine, and I do that quite a bit. However, indeed, if we look through here, you can see I've got 48 different choices that I've bought over time. However, you cannot use these behavior packs, probably because Minecraft was trying to avoid the controversy. And so if you actually look at the situation right now, there are many maps available on the marketplace, like stronger weapons is the first thing that comes up, or custom hearts. This is something that people are most likely buying with the intention of using on any custom world. Indeed, Minecraft has effectively been selling mods for years, it's just they only work on one map, and so the experience of downloading these custom weapons has been really terrible, honestly, because you download custom weapons, you pay for the right to have custom weapons, and you only get to use them on one world. So if this were to go forward and Minecraft were to sell add-ons, you'd be able to buy stuff like this, confident in knowing that you could apply it to any world you wanted to. This could have some huge ramifications for how the average person plays Minecraft, because now instead of having to download an add-on and then go through all this stuff, you literally just go to the marketplace, put an add-on on a world, and then when you invite your friends, it will download to them too. There are some really interesting implications of this, but for now, that is how things look. What a crazy world we live in, right? I do have to say, this is assuming that Minecraft is putting this section in there so they can sell add-ons. I think that they could just be planning to separate worlds from add-ons. Right now, they're not separate, which is weird. They could be planning to just use add-ons as a way to, I don't know, give out certain free content or encourage people to make their own add-ons. If I was Minecraft and I was trying to get good PR for a feature, I would add a bunch of free add-ons first and say, look, try this out, and then later if people like it, maybe they could download some paid ones later. But I do think that this is something that is likely happening, and 1.20.60 looks like it could be the time. That would be very soon, I think as soon as late January rather, and that has some very interesting ramifications on a lot of things, including, by the way, the armadillo coming to Bedrock, because it looks as though, based on Java's announcement of that coming in 1.20.5, we might be seeing that fairly soon before 1.24, 1.21.2. There's a lot of curiosities that have to be dove into, but for now, I just want to say that paid mods look like they're coming to Minecraft. How do you feel about this? Ultimately, as much as I can say my opinion all I like, this actually is a how does the community feel question, and also how does Minecraft feel about the community's response, because those are the things that have limited them till now in implementing it. So how do you feel? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll try to respond to some of the more interesting ones. Not the more incoherent ones, because there's always going to be a comment like that. But very curious to hear what you think. But for now, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you have some custom hearts in your life, because I'll see you in the next... What even is this? Is this what custom hearts is meant to mean? Anyway, yeah, have a good day. Bye.